Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to look at the purchases, first at Stafford Toy Fair and then at Lincoln Toy Fair. So straight away, let's start off with a nice modern saloon, Corgi Toys BMW 525i. And I think this is the model after the E34. Not 100% sure. Could be the E34 version. Now I had one of those, so you might think I'd know, wouldn't you? But it's a shape down here. I'm not sure. Anyway, somebody might be able to tell me. It might be an E34 525i with the rear spoiler, the same as mine had. This is left-hand drive though, mine was right. This has probably 0 miles on the clock, mine had about 130,000. And that door is caved in, it don't want to come open, so there's a bit of work to bring this one back. Can't get it out with my fingers, so let's just have a look, see if we can just prise it open. There it goes. So that door does need a bit of work. Or maybe it's just forced in. Ah, there we go, look. Perfect fit. Nothing else opens. Oh, there we go. Big flat 6. Now, on those BMWs, the bonnet lifted up and it sort of slid forward a bit and opened. Now that is a nice model, and it's got BMW 525i on the back. But we'll be replacing that with L94CFV, which was my car. So that's why I bought that one. Now prices were up, so I was quite selective. This is not going to be a very long video. It's not going to be an hour's video. And I've been looking for one of these for a while. Rolls-Royce Phantom 5, Dinky Toys. I wasn't bothered who made it. Wanted the Phantom 5 because this is the Rolls-Royce John Lennon famously had, that he did in those multicolours, and I'm thinking of recreating that if I can do the decals. So we've got the engine covers, look, lovely bit of detail that, probably a 5.7 or bigger engine in there. Got a boot. Are we missing anything? Front bumper's okay. We probably missed some bits there at the rear that I might have to source a spare for or recreate. I can have a look in my box, but that is one huge roller, and of course we're missing the Spirit of Ecstasy on the top there. But a nice one to have. We've got the privacy glass inside as well. Suspension's all good, tyres are good. We just need a rear bumper, so maybe one of my fellow restorers will say, hang on, I've got one of those. Somebody like Kev the Banger Racer. Then we have Cadillac Eldorado by Dinky Toys. Now I bought this, I think Elvis should be in it, he's missing, but we've got a screen. It might be a homemade screen. There it is. It does fit quite nicely in there. It's been hand painted over. It's all there. Sure, if it had suspension, it's got some washers as tyres. So that's a previous restoration and not to a brilliant level, so we'll be looking to replace that with some nice pink colours. I think Elvis's car was pink. Now here we have Boeing 737, an early one. You can tell by the engines, the straight through jets, not turbo fans, turbo jets. and it's Dinky Toys number 717. Now if you look there, the wheels are down. Just pull that back, push it up, look, up and down. Now the front undercarriage is missing. I didn't know that worked at the start. What I was thinking of doing was covering these over, covering that over, getting the engines solidly fixed on again, and I bought it with an eye to turning it into a rock group fly around the world tour plane. Now I thought there'd be quite a few who'd had a 737 in the time. Tail's almost straight. The only one I could find was the Rolling Stones, and I don't know if I can do that yet, but that was the idea for this plane, or do it as a militarised version. I think at the moment it was perhaps in Lufthansa colours, but nice one to do. Now, not bad you might say. Mercedes-Benz. It's in the top badge there, not to worry. 190E 2.3 16 valve Cosworth engine Merc. Now I did one of these on the channel a while ago, and I turned it into a touring car. I think when Mercedes brought them out, they wanted it to be a rally car, but that was the era when the Quattro came out, the Audi Quattro. This was rear wheel drive. It couldn't hack it in the rally world, so they went touring car with it. And it's Matchbox Super Kings. Now it's not bad, glass is good, paint's chipped. We've obviously lost the Mercedes emblem off the front, but the second of our German trio, and those wheels aren't half bad, are they either? Sure, no introduction required. Ford Gran Torino, Starsky and Hutch. Sorry, it was the right way round. Ford Gran Torino, Starsky and Hutch, Corgi Toys. Now this is the bigger one. I've done the two little ones on the channel. I've been looking for one of these, and I thought the glass was good enough to buy it. Nothing opens. All the fenders, bumpers are there, both front and rear. Not bad on its wheels. And that will come back to be another Starsky and Hutch, and you can see where the paint needs to go, all the decal. Down there, around there. In this one, they've taken it to just over the front of the fender. In some examples that you see online, it was a thin stripe all the way down to there. But that one, it's sort of marked out for you in the model itself. It's like moulded in, so we'll probably go with that version. Next up, the bus, Her Majesty the Queen's Royal Wedding. No, it wasn't Her Majesty the Queen in 1981. I thought it was a Silver Jubilee bus actually. It's a Royal Wedding 81, so that'll be Charles and Diana, I'm guessing. There's a Prince of Wales crest. Maybe their faces were there. And I bought this because, to be honest, I thought it was Queen's Silver Jubilee bus, and it might well be when I restore it. But at the moment, it is the Royal Wedding, and it's all there. That's what's good about it. The glass is good. GLC 123L, Greater London Council, perhaps. It's got the doors there. Don't know how they move in and out. I can't see anything to move them. But I don't buy many buses. But thought I'd get that one. Now here we have a little VW Type 1, is it? Type 2 rather, pickup, Corgi Toys Volkswagen. Now it's missing the hook at the back that goes around here. There was a toolbox in here because I've done one before. But I thought I'd like to take this one back to just a pickup truck, maybe just a tow truck. without the toolbox, because the glass is quite good. They're lovely to do. It's had all its tyres. Its paint's seen better times, and obviously it's lost a few parts, but that'd be a nice one to do. And a cab. Now, why did I buy this? Mercedes, Leslie Products, 1981, I think. Matchbox Super Kings. Let me just check that date for you. Get a bit closer. 1980, rather. Made in England. And I know I've got a few extra trailers. So, lift up cab, big Merc engine in there. That's all fine. Glass is fine. It's missing 2 door mirrors. Not to mind. I bought it primarily for the glass. And I know somebody can 3D print me some door mirrors if I wanted them. Now what have we here? Little race car, hand painted. Kids have been at it. Ford sedan by Dinky Toys, number 170. Well, the tyres are shot. It's been overpainted. But, you know, there was no glass. It's all there. I haven't done one. It should be a nice, easy one to do, he said, because the base is intact. I'm doing one at the moment, different Dinky, where the base isn't intact. And it should have been easy, and it's turned out to be nothing but that. So that's there. And then I had to have this when I saw it. Lotus Europa Dinky Toys. Screw base, metal base, good glass. Crack there as a windscreen wiper. Dual headlights, MPG 21G. Now I think G would make it about 68, 69. Nice chrome steering wheel, nice interior. Just have to get me little door opener there, look. And I think this back's coming up. Yeah, there it is, mid-engined. Now, it's one of my favourite cars. Unfortunately, I'll never have one. Not only because of the cost, but because I won't fit in one. I think you need to be about 5'5" to get in there. You don't want to be 6 foot, etc. But I'm looking forward to doing that. Look at those wheels. Interesting tyres. And they're all good. Now, it looks like original paint on it and some decals there. So it's just heavily play worn. So that completes the purchases at Stafford Toy Fair. Prices I thought had gone up. I didn't spend a lot because I knew I was off to Lincoln Toy Fair the following week. So let's clear some of these away and get the Lincoln stuff out. There we are, we've cleared away. So you can see what's in contention for the Star Buy from Stafford, but let's have a look at the £2 buys from Lincoln. Down in the rummage box there was a £2 box and a 5. Now there's a nice little Eddie Stobart. I partly bought this for the container and the load, and it's a corgi. And I don't think I'll open it unless I need those parts. But that's why I bought that. So let's put that up there. That's in its box. Now, a nice little Ferrari 512BB Matchbox Specials. Now, I've got one of these. It's not in as good a nick as this. This is quite good. You might be able, if you could match the paint, just touch up around the edges, because it's not bad at all. But I thought I could do 2 of these at the same time, like I did the Mustangs in the series. Suspension's good, nothing opens, quite cheap models. They're not that popular, which is probably why it was in the £2 box. Then there was this, which is a long wheelbase Bedford tipper. There we go. And it's by, I think it looks Matchbox, to be honest. Trying to have a look. Made in England. Corgi toys. No, it's Budgie. It's Budgie there, look. Just there. So I thought that was nice. I thought it's missing the tailgate. It's missing that loop for the tailgate. Pardon me. But that's not a problem. I could make a tailgate for it. And I thought the glass is there. That's all good. It's a budgie. I've not done many budgies. You don't see that many. So I thought, yeah, take that on board. Then I got this thrown in. I spent about £20. Matchbox super fast police launch. Just there. And it's all there, I think, by the policemen. They've been chopped off at the feet from the looks of it. But not to mind, you can flatten that out and just have it as a boat. Still got the horns. Decals are easy to do. So I thought that might just go back on a trailer somewhere. That'd be nice to do. Then one I picked up from my friend Martin. Martin does dinky toy restorations. Having said that, it's Tonka. It's in really good condition, and it's got the trailer. It's got the rear bit. It's got the tipper bit, which they don't often have. So I know some of the guys in the diecast and scale modelers community are scanning and 3D printing now. So if Martin's got just the cab chassis, you could perhaps get them to 3D print one of those. But that's on its way to you, mate. Next time I see you, I'm not going to post it. So it's not worth posting by itself. A little horsey box thing. It's got the rear. Corgi Toys Rice Pony Trailer, made in Great Britain. It's missing the hook. I don't think that's a major problem. Sure, we'll be able to fix that. I haven't got many horse boxes. Thought it'd be nice to do. Put it on the back of a saloon vehicle or a Land Rover. Then a big limo. Really nice. 1999 Lincoln Town Car stretch limo. I've actually driven one of these, the unstretched version, and the unstretched version I think was 27 foot long, 4.3 litre engine. This is 1999 model. One I drove was a 96. It's by Kingsmart. And you know what? It's quite a good model when you look at it. It's got 4 opening doors. When they want to open. It's because I've got no fingernails, really. It's like it might have had a ding. It feels a bit stiff. It's got a bonnet that lifts up to reveal a humongous chrome engine. The rear doesn't. And it's got all its tyres on. But if you saw there, they're just black tyres. And that seems a shame, but it is going to Kev the Banger Racer. He's off to take it apart. He's off to throw away the sunroof. He's off to throw away the grille and everything. He's off to cut the wings off. And he'll put some decals on that I've probably sent him. And there it is, look, limousine stretch. Isn't that nice? No idea how hard it is to print something that small so you can read it. So that's not going to be the star of the show, so we can put that to one side. Now, I thought this was worth a pop at £2. Motorboat, Dinky Toys Motor Patrol Boat. And I bought it because it's quite a big model and it seemed to have most of its stuff. It's got both guns, it's got something there that's snapped. There's a bit missing off there. But I thought I'd take a punt on it. You know, full of bits, look. But screw base, got its wheels, So I've not done a boat. That's partly the reason I bought it. Moment of madness, you might say. All we need is a train, because we've got trains, boats and aeroplanes. Then this, I think I've got one of these. This one's a Foden, and I was thinking of the Euclid one. And it's a tipper Foden dumper truck, Matchbox series, king size number. Can't see the number. It's all made in England. It's got all its tyres. There's no glass. It still tips. It looks pretty straight. As straight as it can be. So I thought, bumpers are there. Be a nice one to do. So that's why I bought that, because I want to do some planks. Rustling, it's just a carrier bag. I've got them all in. Now you may notice a bit of continuity issues there, because the phone filled up. So I've had to restart where I think I've got to. So here we have an F111 hardback, and it's the ECM one with a big pod on. For an aeroplane, it's got its glass, and I think that's why I bought it. It's a nice swing wing plane. It's got all its gear. It's made in China. It just says F111 there. Not sure what else it says. Road something, maybe. I thought that'd be a nice one to do, because I'm thinking of doing a Cold War series on the planes. Not as big as this, all of them, but I thought that'd be nice to do. And this plane with this big ECM pod, it normally didn't have these bright stripes and that on. It was quite a sort of bluey all over colour. Now finally, from Stafford, in the £2 box, we've got this duck by Dinky Toys. I'm not sure if it's all there. I think it's all there. There's a challenge coming up in the DMC to do a military vehicle, and I thought, well, that looks a nice one to do perhaps. Having said that, I've probably got loads of other military vehicles I could do, but that's quite nice. Now that's the end of the £2 box. So let's stop the video there for a second and get the £5 stuff out. So here we go with the £5 a go lot. Now, there was no haggling. I tried, so it is what it is. And here we've got a nice little Express Dairies van milk float by Dinky Toys. Express Dairies electric van, just there. It's got something else. NCB, National Coal Board. I don't know. Anyway, all there. Also at Lincoln, I managed to get some milk bottles for it, etc. I'm not sure where they are at the moment, but Dinky Toys thought quite nice. Then Dinky Toys F1, Mercedes-Benz. You can just see that there. Now I hadn't got this one. It's one of the few I hadn't got, so I couldn't resist that. Not flat on the base, but it's because it's unusual for these. It has got some moulding underneath, look, so that's quite nice. Then the Dinky Toys service vehicle, comma, it's got its handle, it's lost its hook. I've got lots of hooks, and everything else seemed to be okay. No ties, obviously. It has got the winder. I did check it went round. So I hadn't got one of those. Quite common. But thought that was a nice buy. Then to look, Carrier Bantam. Now I did one of these as the shop. Slightly different body. Checked that sliding side door was all there. Don't want to force it. Nice condition. Need a wheel puller to take those off. It had the tyres and the glass was good. And I know I can do some nice decals for that. So that's why I bought that one. Then Road Roller, again by Dinky Toys. Evelyn Barford, Road Roller. Now it's been stripped, so obviously it's not original. That helps me a bit. I can just polish that up, get to grips with it. And it did have the top on. Every other one I've seen was missing the top. So that's why I got that one. Then, do you say it's bought an all? It's like the Cadillac we had, and if I've still got the Cadillac at the side somewhere, I could get it out. Oh, it's at the back, look. This is a Packard, and it's Dinky Toys. So we've got the Cadillac Eldorado, and we've got the Packard. 2 rivets in the base, tyres are there but the shop. I think it's been overpainted, pretty sure. Again, nobody in the seat, but it had the glass. That's why I bought it. It was intact. Everything's okay at the front. So that's why I bought that. And now an unusual buy. Why on earth has he bought these? Well, let's put that to the back. It says the lead ships. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a fiver. Roll toys. Can't see any markings on them. Like, if you've delved back into some of my earlier videos, I did do my collection of Cold War ships, planes, tanks, armour, and that's 1/300th scale. Now, this is a slightly bigger scale than that. Slightly bigger, so I'm not sure what scale. And these are, looking at them, potentially First World War of that era. Looking at the shape on, you know, the guns on their funnels. So I thought I'd take a punt on those. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. But there we are. Now, I did buy some spare parts, but I think I've left them in the car. So I'll stop the video and just nip and get them. So these are the spare parts I bought. I've got 3 milk bottle crates for £1. Now, hopefully, can't see our milk float. Oh, there it is, look. Hopefully, they're the right scale to sort of go in there, and they look about right, don't they? So I'd already bought this by then. And I bought some crane hooks for £1. Now, when we get to the donations, my friend Luke at Scale Customs, he has 3D printed me some hooks, but I couldn't resist those at £1 each to go in the spare parts box anyway, because his are just a bit smaller than that. So, what was the star buy? Whoa, you know what? It's really difficult this week, but I think I like that Packard, and I do like the little milk float thing there, the electric vehicle. I'll just tip out the bottles. You can see what we're doing there. Now I'll be able to copy these. I'll be able to mould my own. Probably not to this standard, but they are my 2 star buys for October. And I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you can. It does mean a lot to the channel. I've had a few weeks off. Why have I had a few weeks off? Well, partly I've been doing some DIY. I've been sorting the garden out for winter. I've been riding motorbikes. You know, I've been doing a few other things that I'd neglected and putting perhaps too much effort into the YouTube channel. But I'm back now. I've got 2 or 3 restorations on the go. So you'll see one of those coming up quite soon. Now, the other video that's coming up is the donations, which were more significant than the purchases. Oh, just noticed I had it up there. I got that at Blackpool Toys. Blackpool Fair. What was it? No, it's charity shop by Cancer Research. Look, couldn't resist it. Lovely looking Subaru. And I didn't get anything else at Blackpool, but I've made a video of my trip to Blackpool, and I'm going to stick it right after this because it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right, so take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon.